All right, guys, we are live with another one. Okay, we are live with another one, man. I'm not gonna stop. I'm pumping out these videos. Okay, and topic of discussion today is Bilal Muhammad has huge injuries, man. JDM really put it on Bilal Muhammad, man. Bilal Muhammad really put it on JDM. But if we're talking about injuries, Bilal Muhammad, he suffered a lot of injuries. The reports today have come out. Uh, how you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Bilal Muhammad actually suffered a broken nose, a broken orbital, and a split lip. I mean, if that's not a bloody mess, I don't know what is, man. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one, man. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Hopefully you having a good one. Where you been? Had to put an APB out for you as well. What's going on here? Huh? Where you been? Huh? What's going on out there? What is going on out there? Bless everybody. Okay? But yeah, man, Bilal Muhammad, the reports are he suffered, some serious injuries. You know what I mean? Not anything that you're gonna be out, for a year or something like that. But he did suffer a broken nose and a broken orbital. So he does have to suffer. He does have to recover from that. And that's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? It's not a torn ACL or MCL. God forbid. For him. But it's serious enough that he's gonna have to take a break. You know what I mean? So the welterweight division will move on. Bilal Muhammad is older. He's like 37 years old. So I wonder what's next for Bilal Muhammad at this point. Haven't been able to catch the lives because I work and practice. Is great to see it. How are you doing? How are you, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Cannot complain, man. Thank you for asking, man. And I totally understand. I totally understand. You know what I mean? You're a busy, You're a busy bee. You know what I mean? Go ahead and do your thing. You feel me? Go ahead and get your practice in. How's that going, man? How's practice going? How's everything going with that? How you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, okay? It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Thank you so much, guys. All right, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. And, yeah, man. Now, when it comes to Usman, I mean, I bet Usman is disappointed, man. I bet Usman is disappointed at the fact that, Bilal Muhammad lost that fight. Because I know for a fact if Bilal Muhammad ended up winning that fight, Usman was next. And now, Usman's, road to the belt, it's going to be a little bit more lengthy. You know what I mean? He's going to have to beat Buckley and most likely get another win. You know what I mean? Put a nice 2-in-a-row streak here to be able to get in title contention. MMA practices are good. How have the streams been? It's been good, man. I can't complain. You know what I mean? I've been pumping them out. You know what I mean? Like I always do. You know what I mean? Two to three, times a week. So staying busy with that, making sure I'm staying consistent. And the UFC is moving on, guys. You know what I mean? The UFC is moving on. It's doing great things. We have UFC 317 that it still doesn't have a main event, nor does it have a co-main event, let alone does it even have a prelim, alumni. You know what I mean? So the UFC has stayed busy as well. How you doing, man? How you doing? How is everybody doing, guys? I also want to bring up real fast in this live, guys. My Knicks won, guys. Okay, I don't know if you guys are sleeping at the wheel right now, but my Knicks did win. I did hear, something about the Knicks, earlier today. Somebody said the Knicks will lose this series. Well, I don't think the Knicks will lose this series, especially if Tatum got injured. Okay, and I don't want to hear no excuses, okay, about talking about, oh, the only reason why Knicks won is because Tatum got injured. Guys, we were leading in that game. The Knicks were beating the Celtics, leading by about 8 points. Or 10 points when Tatum did get injured, okay? Let's not forget that one. And that was in the fourth quarter with about 3 minutes left, okay, on the clock. All right, so the Knicks win. They go up 3-1, baby. I do want to bring that up because somebody was throwing jabs earlier, man. So, yeah. My Knicks go up 3-1. Hey, one step closer. We need one more game, guys. One more game, and the Knicks are, oh my gosh, we're almost there. We are almost there in the finals, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have one more game against these nasty Celtics. Tatum did get injured, unfortunately. I already hear the Boston excuses, but that is beyond our control, man. Kamaru versus Bilal, make it happen next. I mean, I would have liked that fight, but I don't know if Bilal Muhammad. I don't know if Kamaru Usman is gonna want that fight, man. I really don't. I don't know if if Kamaru Usman is gonna want that fight, especially if Kamaru Usman goes in there and beats Buckley. I can't imagine he's gonna want to fight somebody on a losing streak or on a loss like Bilal Muhammad. I don't know what's next for Bilal Muhammad. Honestly, maybe he takes on. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think he should just take a little break for now and let the welterweight division, settle itself. That's not happening. That's definitely not happening. I don't know what's going on. What's happening with that? Hopefully there's nothing going on. You know what I mean? Bro, try it. What are you talking about? Somebody said, bro, try it. I don't know what you're talking about, man. What exactly are you talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? But yeah, guys, I really don't know what's next for Bilal Muhammad, to be real. He suffered some injuries, man. So for me, I don't know what's next for the guy. Hopefully he's able to come back and compete at a good level. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, like I said, he is a little older, and he did suffer some injuries, unfortunately, but he's still a great mixed martial artist. He's still great at what he does. You know what I mean? So, yeah. A lot of people say you're not champion until you defend your belt. So I don't know how people feel about Bilal Muhammad. He never defended his belt successfully. But now, with Usman out of there, the welterweight division, the belt is being passed around right now. And as it stands right now, JDM is the champion, but he is going to face somebody who's just disgusting. And who's disgusting is, Islam Makhachev, guys. Come on. That's the big fight. That is the big fight. Champion versus champion. I think the UFC will book that. Ilya versus Makhachev will not happen, but statistically, JDM will give similar fight. I think so as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people say Ilya has a similar style to JDM. JDM has a similar style to Ilya. And that is a good point. You know what I mean? It is a good point. They both are good. They have great technical skills when it comes to boxing. They use their lateral movements really well, and they use their footwork really well as well. Yo, we talking MMA here? Yo, we talking MMA here. What's going on? What's going on? Let's go. What's good? What's going on, man? Let's go. Kamaru versus Bilal. I mean, I wanted to see that fight, but like I said earlier, I just mentioned this earlier, I don't think Kamaru Usman is going to want to fight Bilal, especially after coming off after a loss. And Bilal Muhammad has to, he has to recover from his injuries. He suffered some serious injuries. He suffered a broken nose, a broken orbital, and a split lip. That's going to take a little while to heal, and most likely, he's going to want to, not only heal from those injuries, but heal psychologically as well. Bro, what's going on, man? What's going on? And Volk beats Evlov. I do believe Volk does beat him as well. I do believe he beats Ev. To be honest with you, they should book Volk versus Evlov and JDM versus Islam Makhachev on the same card. How about that, guys? Huh? Tell me the UFC doesn't have to call me right now. The UFC has to call me right now, and they need to hire me to do their bookings. Because right now, that would be a nasty fight. Are you kidding me right now? JDM versus Islam Makhachev. Volk versus Evlov on the same card. Let's go. Come on now. Shit, hire me. That would be fire. I'm telling you, that would be fire, guys. What are you talking about? That's not that's a forest fire right there. In either Moscow or Sydney. Hey, either one would be great, but they need to book that. They need to book that ASAP. I'm telling you right now. I know how to sell pay-per-views. The UFC, they're mistaken. I think below main reason for the loss was he was not using wrestling as often as earlier fights. I do agree with that. You know what I mean? As I watched the fight twice already, and as I watched the fight, I was wondering why it took so long for Belal Muhammad to actually implement his wrestling. It took a damn near freaking 3 to 4 minutes in the first round for him to even implement a takedown. So I totally understand what you're talking about with that one. Question: would you rather watch okay? What's your opinion on a Fury fandom? Smash. What's your opinion on it? I don't know. Agree. Below did not level change. Just wondering. Do you? I heard you were going to be on. Wow. What's your opinion? Believe. My gosh, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. My next one is not a disbelief. We are not living in an illusion. We are not living in a matrix. The Knicks did win. All right, everybody's sleeping at the wheel. 3-1. Boston has lost. Tatum has injured his ankle. Crazy stuff has happened. Okay, 2025 has been nuts, guys. Okay, Belal Muhammad gave us a very, very entertaining fight, guys. Okay, it's been a crazy year. Do you do drugs on the weekends? No, I do not do drugs in the weekends. The only drug I do is inhale H2O, the regular air that we have, CO2, whatever you want to call it. Do you believe Diddy is innocent? I believe he's not innocent. All right. I believe he's not innocent, man. He is guilty. He is guilty. Who's your favorite UFC fighter? Favorite UFC fighter of all time is BJ Penn, guys. Okay, BJ Penn is my favorite fighter of all time. Second after him will have to be Demetrius Johnson. I think Below wanted the fight to be exciting. Very true. Who's your favorite UFC fighter? Okay, are you getting too loud? How many times have you done? I've never done it. Do you think somebody who's done those drugs will actually look like this? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, right now. You're playing right now. By the way, you like jazz? How you doing? How you doing? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort, so give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? All right? Well, Jay, you should get out of here. I don't know why you're here, Jay. You should definitely get out of here. If you don't appreciate this chat, you should just get out of here, okay? I don't know why you got to come over here like cancer in a community. All right, so just get out of here, do your thing, go, look in the mirror and whack yourself off like you do, okay? I honestly think that wasn't fishy judging, guys. What I think that was a straight robbery, okay? Those guys were watching the fight with basically no eyes, okay? They were basically Ray Charles out there, all right, just guessing who won the fight, all right? And unfortunately, Jose Aldo, takes the L. And I honestly think the UFC hasn't done Aldo any favors. I would like to question whoever's running Jose Aldo's career, because I would have never agreed at any of those 3 fights that he's been on in that UFC new contract. I could guarantee you that one. And not only that, but Jose Aldo deserves better, okay? About 3 fights ago, Jose Aldo should have gotten the call to fight Conor McGregor. Okay, when everything was desperate and everybody was like, "Oh my God, we need an exciting fight this year." Who did they call? They called Michael Chandler to fight Conor McGregor and put him on the Ultimate Fighter. Guys, that was the worst show, the worst fucking ever Ultimate Fighter. Okay, the worst ever. What they should have done could have been Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor, and they should have been the Ultimate Fighter coaches. That's what it should have been. It should have never been Michael Chandler taking that spot. It should have been Jose Aldo taking that Ultimate Fighter spot as a coach against Conor McGregor. And we should have had the fucking amazing rematch of Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor, but we're never going to get that, because the UFC don't know what they're doing. They're sleeping at the wheel, okay? They could have handed Jose Aldo something great. All right, they don't need a title for that damn fight. They're gonna sell out an arena. People are gonna buy tickets, okay? And not only that, people are gonna buy pay-per-views to watch Jose Aldo knock out Conor McGregor, okay? That would have been a huge comeback fight, and don't tell me it won't. All right, and if you do agree, if you don't agree with me, then maybe you're sleeping at the wheel like the UFC is, okay? Right, Aldo took first 2 rounds easy. Yeah, that's what I say. UFC 316 is a big mess. Supposedly Oliveira is injured and can't fight at 317. He's always injured. My monkey is eating my... Oh, my God. I'm about to have a... That's crazy. Chandler, bum, low-key. He definitely is. I'm having a seizure. I need help. You should definitely get help. Call the police. Impelec, stop yapping. You should stop yapping. I'm telling you, that would have been a very interesting, tough season. But unfortunately, the UFC doesn't know what they're doing. Apparently, the UFC is sleeping at the wheel. Apparently, Dana White is checked out. Apparently, Dana White rather promote an organization where it's guaranteed CTE. Slap. I don't know what Chimaev is fighting, to be honest with you. That's another fight they need to book. DDP versus Chimaev. They need to book that fight. They need to book that fight ASAP. I don't know when they're going to book that fight. Hopefully, they got that under wraps, and hopefully that's one of the fights that's happening maybe at UFC 317. Can you imagine if Dana White, this whole time the fight was already, going to happen. Both, guys already knew it was going to be announced, but the UFC used this as promotions for the UFC 317. It'll be a good way to promote it. Everybody's talking about, who's going to headline UFC 317? And can you imagine if it's Chimaev versus DEP? That'll be some big shit. Power slap equals mockery. Peace. Hey, man, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Had to put an APB out for you. Everybody has been coming out of the woodworks. Everybody has been coming out of the woodworks. Let me tell you something. I'm talking about low-key people. I'm talking about my day ones. Ended up bouncing, never showing their faces. And then I see them today. And then all of a sudden, they are in and out. All right, what's going on out there? What's my record now? My record is 92-74. All right, for my UFC fight predictions for 2025. Okay, I repeat, 92-74. Okay, I'm above 500, so I'm not mad at that. Okay, Chimaev been a top contender when before, even before Makhachev, and I still not got the belt. I agree. Depression, sleeping 20 hours a day. Oh man, depression, sleeping 20 hours a day, bro. You can't be doing that. You cannot be depressed and sleeping. That cannot be happening. All right? That cannot be happening. What you need to do is get yourself off of that fucking depression. Okay? Go to the gym. Go work out. Okay? Go ahead and do whatever you got to do to get this depression out of your body. Okay? You got to get that shit out of you. Okay? One way or another. One way or another. And I think the best way to do that is pure exhaustion. To the point where you cannot even use an ounce of energy because you already went all in, okay? So forget about the depression. Go hit the gym. Run until you can't run no more, okay? Work out until you can't work out no more. Use that depression to build yourself a healthy body. And once you have a healthy body, I guarantee you, you will be able to build yourself physically first, then mentally, and then spiritually. Those are the 3 steps that you need to take, okay? So stop this depressing, sleeping shit, all right? Be a fucking man, all right? That's it. No more of this depression shit, all right? Us men need to wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. You know what's going on out there? They want us men to be like that. But guess what? You can't do it. You can't do it. You got to get up. Get up and drop your balls, people. There's women showing off at the gym. There's women showing off at the gym. Guys. Oh, guys. If that is your pure issue there, all right? If you don't want to go to the gym because you're afraid of looking at the women with a fat ass, okay? If that's your issue, okay? Then go ahead and go to a freaking Walmart, your nearest Walmart or something, and go buy some weights. I don't care if it's from 45-pound damn dumbbells. Go buy some damn weights, okay? Use those weights to your advantage. You could use those dumbbells for multiple workouts. Let me tell you something, okay? And not only that, you could do push-ups, all right, and crunches. Who said you need a whole damn gymnasium, all right, to freaking get yourself a healthy body and out of depression? Guys, what the fuck did the men do in the 1700s, okay? Guys, we used to fucking travel and cattle, okay? Like, stop this nonsense, okay? Stop it. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, okay? Who you taking for Chimaev versus DDP? Guys, I already told you. All right, DDP looks like he's fumbling himself to a win. I still don't understand how a guy like that actually wins and is actually a champion. I really don't understand it because he does not have any technical drip of war. He doesn't have any nothing technical about DDP at all, guys. Okay? The guy is Keith Jardine, just, ramped to 2.0. Honestly. All right? DDP is almost an exact replica of Keith Jardine, guys. So, of course, I'm going to go for Chimaev. Chimaev, he just has technical skills when it comes to wrestling, when it comes to his submission skills. The guy's a killer. And don't get me wrong, DDP is a killer as well. But even though DDP does look like he's fumbling himself to a win, he does get the win. So I do imagine this being one of the toughest fights for Chimaev. But I do have to pick Chimaev, guys. Come on. All right, you got Chimaev. Yeah, me too. I have two 20-pound dumbbells, guys. 20-pound dumbbells isn't enough. You got to get your max, okay? We're not going for, we got to get max weight, you know what I mean? Go ahead and get some 35-pound, 45-pound dumbbells. I don't know how big you are. I don't know how much weight you're pulling around here, you know what I mean? But if you get some 35, 45ers, you know what I mean? You wouldn't have to do 100 damn freaking dumbbell curls there, you know what I mean? It's just, come on. DDP does not got that grit. I'll give it to him. He does get that grit, man. Do you know? Do I know what, guys? Do I know what, guys? Huh? What's going on? Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe, all right? How you doing, BMW? How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one. Bless. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, like and subscribe, guys. Okay? Like and subscribe. All right? But what's going on out there, guys? What's going on out there? Did anybody watch my Knicks win today? Huh? Just sub. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Did anybody watch my Knicks win today? You know what I mean? I told one of these guys on here to take off the diapers because he was basically shitting on himself. You know what I mean? You can't be wearing diapers in the playoffs, okay? That's just not going to happen. New York Knicks up 3-1, baby. Let's go. A YouTube named Lethal Thurman said to only use lightweights. Man, I don't know. Look, guys, I totally understand what you're talking about. But sometimes you got to stop this nonsense, okay? Sometimes you got to stop this nonsense. A lot of people have a lot of good things to say, and a lot of people have a lot of bad things to say. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you need lightweights. I'm not going to tell you need bigger weights. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to give you a weight that's doable. And in my opinion, a 35 to 45-pound dumbbell is a lot better than a 25-pound dumbbell or a 20-pound dumbbell. For the reason being is you don't have to do as much. You're going to sit there and do 100 damn curls until you can't go anymore. What you want to do is go ahead and get a little bit more weight so you can hit your max quicker. You feel me? Come on, guys. Like, geez. But do whatever your body responds to. That's my best opinion on everything. When somebody asks me a question, I always say, do what your body best responds to. Okay, so do that. All right, and right now, you are sleeping 20 hours a day. Depression sleeping. That's what you just told me on the chat. So I'm telling you to re-ramp some shit and forget about those 20 to 25 pound dumbbells and get to 35 or 45. Okay, change up some shit. Gotta re-ramp. That's all I'm telling you. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up. So you might as well do it, guys, okay? Thank you for your support, man. Really, thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. But for everybody out there that said my Knicks was going to lose, you need to take off your diapers and wipe your face with it. And your mouths, okay? For that matter. Because my Knicks are up 3-1, all right? And that's what that is. I'm up at least 4 hours a day, though. Oh, my God. All right, bro. I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you, man. You know what I mean? I hear you, you know. Yeah, man, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck, you know. Hopefully that 20 hours of depression sleeping, you know, you can get yourself out of it. And, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I just want great health for everybody, okay? Hi, how you doing? How you doing, guys? How are you doing? Who you got for Ilya versus Oliveira? Well, I don't know if Oliveira is going to, you know, end up fighting Ilya. I don't know if Ilya is going to end up fighting Oliveira. I don't know if the UFC is actually booking that fight. I don't know what the UFC is doing in general these days, okay? So when you ask me that question, that's all that comes up into my mind. But if I had to make a decision right now, I think Charles Oliveira has a good chance of winning. I do. I really do. You know what I mean? I think Charles Oliveira, he's underrated. You know, a lot of people think he gets caught, he gets dropped. But even though he gets caught, he gets dropped, he still figures out a way to win. All right? Let's not forget about his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills. Okay? So, yeah, I like Charles Oliveira, but I think he could get it. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ilia Topuria, you know, goes out there and ends up knocking him out. Because that's what he does. I'm still waiting on McGregor and Jones to return. That's not going to happen, guys. Conor McGregor is not going to return. John Jones is not going to return. He retired. The last time you saw John Jones fight was against Stipe Miocic, so you might as well take an image in your mind and imagine that as the last time John Jones will ever grace the freaking octagon, okay? And that is guaranteed. But yeah, guys, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, guys, and you already know what happens at the 30-minute mark. We can start talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be MMA related. Just let me know. Rapid fire, okay? Rapid fire. Alrighty. Chandler said he's still open to the fight. Chandler is definitely still open to the fight. Of course he is. He has nothing going for himself. He's on a losing streak. The biggest losing streak of UFC history, basically. Okay, came into the UFC, knocked out Dan Hooker, and everybody thought he was going to be exciting. Nothing happened ever since then. Actually, you should feed Michael Chandler to Dan Hooker. You should really do that. UFC should book Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. The rematch of all rematches, Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. Let Dan Hooker go murder Michael Chandler. Can you do a shout out for Natalie? What's going on, Natalie? Natalie, what's going on? Woo, woo. What's going on? Woo, woo. Yeah, shout out to Natalie. Hopefully she's having a good one, right? Blessings for me to her, man. Blessings for me to her. But yeah, guys, do not forget to hit that sub button. You know what I mean? Don't forget that either. All right, guys, like and subscribe. All right, and don't forget to hit that bell notification, guys. All right, don't forget to hit that. All right. But yeah, guys, I am about to get out of here soon. Grasso, yeah, man, she ended up suffering, you know, a loss. You know what I mean? I thought her, you know, her opponent had a good game plan in there. I think Alexa Grasso just couldn't readjust to it. And, yeah, man, she takes the L. Unfortunately, she takes the L. You know what I mean? That's what happens sometimes, man. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes people got your number. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a wrap, guys. Sometimes it's a wrap. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe, man. But yeah, I repeat, as it stands, man, I'm 94 and 70. I'm 92 and 74. Sorry about that. I am 92 and 74 on for my UFC fight prediction. So hopefully I could get some more dubs with these upcoming, UFC fight nights. Valentina almost 40. And she's still the champion, guys. Valentina is almost 40, and she's still the champion, and she still looks like a dime piece, okay? She really is. She's a beautiful woman, and she is the bullet. She could probably murder everybody in the arena if she wanted to. She's a killer, man. She's a killer, still getting dubs out there. I'll tell you that much. She's gonna retire as one of the greatest, MMA fighters of all time. And I'm not even saying just a female. I'm saying MMA fighters of all time. She just dominated that division, lost her belt, regained her title, defended that title. I mean, Valentina is nothing short but greatness. You know what I mean? Just greatness. Honestly, she's up there with Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She's up there with the great ones, man. Honestly. Holmes still looking for a fight. I don't know why she's still looking for a fight. I think Holly Holmes actually needs to retire. All right, she's already at that age that she should retire. I understand she wants to, compete at a high level. She wants to take on some boxing fights as well. But in my opinion, I think you just need to walk away. There's just a time where you need to walk away before you suffer any more brain damage, okay? Any more CTE damage to your head to the point where you can't even talk. You're just looking at someone. You're just looking at them. You know what I mean? Just gazing at them. Because you can't even get a word out. So before that happens, hopefully Holly Holmes learned her lesson and she just walks away. Somebody needs to sit down with her, okay? It's like 50. She's old, man. She's old. Holly Holmes is old, man, but she's still fine, too. Holly Holmes is still fine, too. Even though she's like almost 50, she's still fine. You know what I mean? That's not the point, though. I just think she shouldn't be fighting. Yeah, I mean, she's past the point of her prime, man. Way past her prime, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll still tap. Oh, man, sorry, I had to say that. Yeah. But yeah, man. Holly Holmes, she's, hopefully she retires, man. You know what I mean? The preacher's daughter, she needs to retire. She needs to sit down with the preacher and have a conversation. All right? That is true facts right there. All right, guys? But yeah, man, going back to the, the topic of discussion for today, man, was Belal Muhammad, man. Belal Muhammad suffered some injuries, man. He got a broken orbital, broken nose, a split lip. I mean, he really took it. In that fight with JDM, JDM really showed out, and you really can't say anything bad about JDM, man. A lot of people lost. A lot of people thought JDM was gonna lose, including myself. I thought Belal Muhammad was gonna dominate, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. You know what I mean? So big ups to JDM, and big ups to Belal Muhammad as well. Hopefully, he could take a long break and come back from that. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, he's still a good mixed martial artist, and hopefully he still has a lot in him, feel me? But anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Go ahead and click that bell notification, guys, and I'm out of here. Peace, one love, bless. Until next time, you already know. Peace.